Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're gonna be doing some reading and some other fun stuff, so stay with me and let's start reading Powerless. Shall we do that? Yes, let's go. I don't know much about this book. I'm kind of going in blindly because I wanted to get the full experience of it. So we're gonna be figuring out what's about throughout the video and this journey, so I hope you guys come along and discover it with me because that would be so much fun. My sister loved it and I'm kind of a bit scared because she is the one that really liked Shatter Me when we first read it for our book club, and I didn't love it the way I thought I was gonna love it, so I'm a bit scared about this one. I know the names of the characters because I couldn't escape that from all the fuss and it had on social media, but well, I'm like two chapters in and it sounds interesting and intriguing, and I'm looking forward to getting to know deeper these characters, so hopefully this is a good one and I really like it, so yeah. I just know it's about some competition and that some characters have like certain abilities, and that's about it. I don't know much about it, so I'm excited to find out more and see what the trials are actually gonna be about. That's all I have to say at the moment. I am using this book sleeve because I would like to protect the book. It's a hardcover, but still is a special edition that I'm about to show you. But yes, it's really cute. I really like the pattern, and that I can keep here in this little pocket like my post-its or tabs and my pen if I am going to annotate or add some notes. And let me just get the book out because look, it's with the sprayed edges. I need my other hand, so wait a sec. So it actually is like this, and I'll take this out. It's also reversible. I'm about to show you that in a second, but like, isn't this book gorgeous? I cannot even believe I have this edition in my hand. Sorry for my finger, I hurt it like a couple of months ago and it's still not 100%, so I'll be wearing this throughout the video, but let's focus on the book. Also, it's purple everywhere, and I thought it was really cute. I'm so excited to be reading this one because Powerless is one of my most anticipated reads of the year, and I'm actually reading it with my sister and other friend for our book club, so chatting about it and reading it together is like the best experience. My sister, I think, already finished it. I think she started it's not reckless, powerful, the little novella, but I think it's read in tandem, and she's reading it and she's gonna tell me if I should, like, at a certain point of this book start the other one, the novella, so do it like tandem, because it's in the same time of the things that are happening here, but different characters. So that would be so much fun. I've never done actually a tandem read, so that would be amazing. Let me show you also, this is the book sleeve that I showed you guys a little while ago, and it's also reversible, and it's got like blue inside, so I can use it like with the blue or this pattern. Right now I'm really liking the white, but I've been scared it's gonna get all dirty, so I'll just have to be really careful. Still, I think it's washable, so we have no problem. And if it gets really dirty and it doesn't come off, well, I can always use the blue color. But yes, I've been keeping here my pen, my little pen, and over here my little note tabs, because I want to add some notes to this book to comment them at the time we do the book club. So let's read and see what all the fuss is about this book, and because I'm really excited. So let's get reading. And thank you guys for coming along this journey with me again.
You give me butterflies when you smile, and it feels so good. I just can't hide. I wanna hold your hand, but I get too shy. Just me and you. What should I do? I used to be so quiet, like a flower on your wall, and everything around you made me feel like I was small. But then you said my name. Now it feels so strange. I've been waiting, oh so patient. Now the colors on my room are changing. Oh God, this feels amazing. Starting now with you, and I don't mind. You give me butterflies when you smile, and it feels so good. I just can't hide. I wanna hold your hand, but I get too shy. Just me and you. What should I do? You give me butterflies. Oh, what a surprise. The thought of your kiss as the people walk by. I'm just dying to ask, wouldn't hurt to try. Just me and you. What should I do? I hope you hit me back, 'cause I can't wait to see you. Everything's a vibe, the both of us. Who knew how fast things became? Now it feels so great. I've been waiting, oh so patient. Now the colors on my room are changing. Oh God, this feels amazing. Starting now with you, and I don't mind. You give me butterflies when you smile, and it feels so good. I just can't hide. I wanna hold your hand, but I get too shy. Just me and you. What should I do? You give me butterflies. Oh, what a surprise.
Okay everyone, time for an update. I actually started reading Powerful, which is the novella that is, I think, goes after Powerless. But my sister saw that it's recommended to do it like a tandem read, so you read Powerful and Powerless at the same time, and I'm doing that. So it's been so much fun. I truly recommend it. I'm only Powerful, I started it after chapter 10 of Powerless, and now I'm on about to start chapter 7, so I'm on page 70. And with Powerless, let me take it out of here, I am so far on chapter 14, about to start chapter 14, so page 114. And it's been really fun. I had never done a tandem read, and doing it with this one, I think I have to say I am having so much fun. Obviously, well, if you don't know, Powerless is about Peyton. I don't really know exactly how to pronounce that. I have to check that with my sister because she knows how to actually pronounce it well. But it's about Pei and Kai. These are the two characters like that we see the points of view of in this book so far until chapter 14. That's the two characters this one is following. but powerful. And this the copy that I'm reading is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, and this I believe is the Waterstones limited exclusive edition. I'll show you later the cover of this one because it's purple and it's really similar to the standard one, but this one I love it because it's this design like this. I think I already showed you guys, but and this quote, it's a great quote that actually we see early on in the book. I thought it would be later on. I started just adding some tabs, so that's what you see over here. And this little one, I never had like a book this tiny that belongs to a series like that. I think it's going, the standard version with the same height and everything, going to come out pretty soon, but these are the ones that are out and I think it's so cute. So this is the one. And well, this tiny book is about Adina and Mac, and I'm actually really enjoying a lot the relationship and everything that's going on in this tiny book. I think one of my favorite characters so far is Adina, because like she's the cutest, and I think this little book is so cute. I love the differences between both of the characters, so I really recommend you read it like both at the same time, Powerless and Powerful. They are such different characters, like personality wise. I haven't know much about Peyton so far. I will say that going into these books blindly, as going blindly into any series, it might feel a bit like slow. So for me, it's been a bit slow going into the first chapters where the author describes everything and the world, and you kind of get like the grip of things. But now that I understand what's going on and what actually is going to happen, I'm really invested and I cannot stop reading. And I will try my best not to give spoilers because I want you guys to also enjoy these books if you're just picking them up as I am, because maybe we are reading them at the same time. And I think this is like really fun to read. I would really recommend it for the fans of The Hunger Games. I think the author kind of took inspiration from that, and that's really cool. But actually this world, it takes place in this world, in this place where they have like a disease going on, and some of the people that were infected by this kind of disease, they were actually left with powers, just like superpowers. Like some of them can have telekinesis, some of them can like go through walls and stuff like that. Some powers are considered better than others. They divide them into the mundane, the offensive, and defensive. So there are some that are like higher in rank and some that are lower, meaning those that are lower kind of tend to be the poorer. And what happens is that there are some trials that take place every, I believe, 5 years, where they send like a couple of these people to fight each other to know who is the best. So they fight against each other and stuff. There are some that are chosen by the people, some that are chosen by the king and stuff, but it's supposed to be a privilege. They end up kind of not alive a lot. And while many consider them a privilege, a lot of others do not, because those trials are deadly and they're really dangerous. So you have to be like the best of the best to actually be the one winning. I believe you get like a really big amount of money, so that would be really cool for the ones that don't have a lot of it, like the mundanes that have like lower ranked powers. So they get that, and they will be like, no, they won't be poor any longer, and they will have like a lot of other opportunities. But that means they have to compete against others that have like higher ranked powers and they are more powerful or skilled than them. So that's kind of what the story is going. We follow the 6th trials, the 6th ever trials happening here, and we're in the training times. We get like a list of people that are going, and we kind of meet them in a slow pace, but every single one of them has its own appearance and stuff. Each of them have different powers, so it's really interesting to see who has which power and what they will probably be doing in these trials. And well, our main character is Peyton, and I am really liking her so far. I don't know much about her because I think this one is a bit like slower. It kind of took a bit for me to kind of get used to the pace of the book, but my sister told me that I should like just go through it, like the beginning of it, and I did, and I'm glad because now I'm invested. And Peyton is like, I like how she doesn't let anyone bully her. that's really cool. And we have Kai, who is this like cocky dude who is actually the prince. Pei and Kai kind of get to know each other, or yeah, they got to meet in a really funny, interesting way. But yeah, we follow both of the POVs, so it's really fun, and I really like how I actually can see the change between the POVs, because sometimes there are some books that it feels like the same, like the author is telling you the story, but not in these ones. Like the voice of the characters is really strong and you can differentiate one from the other, and that has been really cool with this experience. They have different personalities, so I'm really looking forward to reading more of this, and well, of course, continue with Powerful and let it be as fun as it has been. I don't know if I'll continue with Reckless, but so far these two doing in a tandem, it's been so fun. Okay, so I grabbed the dust jacket of Powerless, and it's like this. Isn't it so pretty? I love how it's purple and it matches really well with the book and the hardcover. And I have showed you guys before, but it looks like this. And it's really pretty, and I'm so happy I have this edition. I don't know if it's still out for you to get, but it's from Waterstone, so check it out if you maybe want to grab a copy. I don't know which other bookstores have like special editions like this, but I'm in love with this one. It's epic. I have the same edition, like special Waterstone's limited edition of Reckless, which is the second book. It just came out, but I ordered as well the Powerful version, and I think it's got like a design on the hardcover, like on here, because this one doesn't, and also reversible dust jacket art. So I'm really looking forward to having it. It got to one of my family members' house, so they're keeping it for me. If you are interested to see those editions as well, leave a comment in the section below, so I'll make a video and also show you. But yes, let's keep on reading and let's dive in again into the world of, I don't know if it's the world, but the continent of Ilya. Yeah.
Saw your silhouette in the backlight. Swear we could have met in a past life. Dreaming every night like the last time. So I end all my days with you. Yeah, we should share a backseat in a taxi to get home. No need for either of us at this point to sleep alone. 'Cause I don't like
Also, for some reason, it breaks my heart that he thinks that she's a psychic, like he trusts her or believes her. And I think that's gonna come back and actually get at her later on when he realizes that she lied to him. But I don't know, it just makes me really curious to know what is going to happen when he realizes or he finds out. So I'm nervous about that, but yes, I'll just keep on reading. Right now I'm reading where they are at the first trial, so it's been like a roller coaster and they are together, and I like that they are being like working together, you know. So yeah, I think I have a lot of thoughts about all this competition, but I want to get through the other trials to actually talk about it and get my mind like really into it so we can have a proper conversation about it. But right now I'm there, I think page 269, so I'll keep on reading and update you guys when I have something else to say. And I wanted to read a couple of quotes or parts because like he's so like wow. For example, right now they're talking about like he saved her life, and he says after she's saying I feel like I owe you a thank you. I would have died today if it weren't for you saving me. And he says, and I'll save your life again and again, aimlessly hoping you will allow me to stay in it. What? But before, like a couple of chapters before, he is thinking, if I am to be her enemy, I want it to be because she loathes herself for wanting me. Like, sheesh. And also there's a part where he is describing his favorite color when she asks, and oh my god. I would say it's one of the sweetest descriptions that I have ever read of someone like being amazed by the other person. But let me read this to you. She asked, what is your favorite color? So he thinks, I'd never thought about what my favorite color was before. It never seemed important. Not until I looked into a pair of ocean blue eyes and realized that perhaps drowning was a beautiful thing. Not until I looked into a pair of fiery blue eyes and realized that perhaps burning was a painless thing. Not until I looked into a pair of sky blue eyes and realized that perhaps falling was a peaceful thing. I'd never thought about what my favorite color was before, because I hadn't seen one that was worthy of the title. Until now, that is. Blue, I say. My voice is low. Like, that, I'm speechless. Like, that was the cutest thing ever, and it was like so real but also so powerful, and I love that, and I love all that interaction and kind of way of thinking. I think it's priceless, it's beautiful, and I'm loving it, and I am enjoying it a lot. I feel like I'm taking a while reading this book, but I am enjoying the banter a lot. I feel like it's really slow, like the story and stuff, but the banter, it's really, really good.
Saw your silhouette in the backlight. Swear we could have met in a past life. Dreaming every night like the last time. So I end all my days with you. Yeah, we should share a backseat in a taxi to get home. No need for either of us at this point to sleep alone. 'Cause I don't like.
It's really cold outside, but we decided to come out and read for a while. Sophie's already been here like for half an hour. I just came, but I think it's starting to rain again.
It's not raining.
It's like a couple of drops. Yeah. My hair is crazy. But yeah, she's reading Unsteady, and I have Powerless here and Powerful here, and we are attempting to read while there's light outside. Yeah.
I wonder if I changed my number. Would you wanna know? It's the coldest kind of comfort that we could talk, but we don't. We spent summer swimming in a sunset haze. Technicolor, crazy how fast it fades. Can't call you up when it's late at night. Can't call it love, but at least we tried. Can't
chapter 17 of Powerful, and the king just requested to speak with Adina, so now I'm terrified. Ever since they kind of met, I have been a bit, I don't know, something felt off, and now I don't want anything to happen to her, and this feels sketchy, and I do not like that. Yeah, also, it's the night of the third ball before the third trial, and I'm nervous. I'm reading the last couple of chapters of both books, and I'm anxious and I'm terrified. I think I'm gonna end up crying, and I don't want it. This is going in a way that I don't want it to go. But I'll figure it out. Let's just keep on reading. This is so cruel. I can't stop crying. Hello. I finished them, both of them, last night, and I have a lot of things to say, like a lot. You saw me sobbing, but I will get to that part. I decided to read Powerless, but also do it in tandem with Powerful, because my sister, I think I told you guys, my sister told me that it might be like a good idea, and I cannot recommend it enough. I had a blast, and also that last part where I was sobbing and crying so bad, you won't get like as much of the feeling if you don't read both of them at the same time, because it's like a major plot twist and it's more described here than here. I actually really enjoyed that, and I'm really happy I did. I'm gonna leave over here or here the actual like chart of chapters that I followed, because my sister found it, I believe, on TikTok, and she sent me the photo, so I'm gonna just insert it here. I do not know who made that chart, but thank you. If I find out, I'm gonna ask my sister, and I'm gonna leave the @ or something. But yeah, I think it was really useful, and I really enjoyed reading it like that. I started this blog with Powerless, so let's talk about this one first, okay? I told you it was about like a competition, and I didn't know much about like the characters and stuff, but now that I do, it is about a competition, and we follow our main character, who is Peyton Gray, in the kingdom of Ilya, and she is unfortunately one of the many people that are kind of homeless, sort of to say, and she has like a big secret no one knows. But the important thing about everyone in this society is that every single person has powers. There are elites, there are fatals that are like kind of more dangerous powers, and there are ordinary people, the ones that do not have any powers. These people are believed to be deceased. The king actually is following and killing every single one of the ordinaries, so that won't make his people be sick. Sick, he is like actually saying that if the ordinaries exist, the elites and every single one of the others, because they're also the mundanes who have like lesser powers, if the ordinaries keep on living, they will be getting all of the society disease by making them lose their powers. So that's actually kind of the premise of the book. Where I'm going with this is, okay, we're following Peyton, and she is actually a thief. She steals so she can get like through life. Also, she is living with Adina, the main character of Powerful, the one we're gonna be talking about like a little bit later on. But at one time, she stumbles upon like this person that seems really rich, and she follows him and robs him because he's got like a lot of money in his pockets. She is like really good at taking stuff, pickpocketing without anyone noticing till later. Fast forward, things happen when she is being selected by the people of Ilya to compete in these trials. These trials happen, I believe, every 5 years or so, and it is to be competing between each other in these, I think there are 3 trials. They have to compete, and it's really dangerous. They don't have to like kill each other every time they compete, but things happen. Like it's really like that. But the thing is, she's an ordinary, so she doesn't have any actual powers, and she's been selected by the people to be part of these trials. She has to survive through these trials without any power, but also without anybody finding out she is an ordinary, or else they're gonna kill her. And oh my god, like that is just like unbelievable how she does it. She's like really charismatic and strong, and I really liked her. But that was like such a plot twist. She's been in the castle with the king and the princess and the other contestants and every single one of them practicing together and having these moments where they practice with their weapons and their own like abilities and stuff. And she actually says she's a psychic, so that way it won't be noticed that she's not having that ability. I really enjoyed being able to see the characters training for the trials, getting to know each of their powers and how they manage with weapons and stuff like that. I think that was really fun and a great plus, because I really like when there are like these type of trials or competitions and they actually show us how they are fighting and getting along with the weapons and their abilities and things like that. Even though we know that Pei has to push through and just rely on her physical abilities and all the training she has. Aside of that, what I really enjoyed about this book is the banter, because I kind of felt that at the beginning of the book it was kind of going a bit slow, but when we meet our male MC, who is Kai, he is like really witty and he's just like flirty, and I really like him. He's one of the top book boyfriends right now for me. Like, he is so good, and I enjoy a lot all the conversations and interactions between Kai and Peyton. Like, they are flawless. I love them so much, and they are both with this wounded past and they kind of bond through that, and they are both competing in the trials, so do with that what you will. There were a lot of scenes that I was simping for them and I was giggling and just being like this all the time. I really like their interactions. And it's not that graphic with all the competitions and the battles and all that type of thing. The author describes the scenes, but for me, actually reading other books, like a little bit more descriptive, when there were a couple of characters that I really hated. And you're gonna meet them, and I think you're gonna hate them as well. But, well, if you read the book or you have read it, you may know who I'm talking about. But there are other like contestants that really piss me off. There are things that happen to them that I feel, for the sake of the reader, we would have liked a bit more descriptive of how things ended. Or is it just me? It might be just me. I wanted to see them suffer, you know, because they made us suffer, and the characters, I needed a bit more of description through that, you know, like for me to actually feel like that is like the resolution in that. And before every single one of the trials, we have a ball, and I really enjoyed watching all the interactions, the people dancing, the setting, the music, everything that was happening throughout the balls. It was just like simply wonderful. Of course, that's when also we have a lot of interactions as well with Adina, because she is a seamstress and she is making Peyton's dresses for the ball. So that is fantastic, because she's like amazing at her job. And as she is also Peyton's best friend, their interactions are just flawless. And I love the descriptions of the ball and the interactions between the characters and the clothes. It was so pretty, you know? Like, that's the only way I can say it. It's pretty. There were also, unfortunately, a couple of parts where I felt were a bit off or rushed. For a moment we were here, and then it's fast forward 3 days later. And I'm like, okay, let's do that for the sake of the plot, for the sake of the characters. But I think it jumped like that many times throughout the book, and without describing what happened with all that time with Peyton in the castle and the other contestants. I would have loved to know more about the other contestants, because they were like hanging out and being together for a lot of the time of them being there, that I feel was not talked about. But I don't know, maybe it's just me. That part of the book that made me not rate it 5 stars, because it took a little while for me to get through the book, because it was like a bit slow. But overall, the other parts of it, I really enjoyed how, and don't come at me, I really liked how it felt like the first book of Throne of Glass, in a sense of the trials. If you have read Throne of Glass, it's also about like the first one. The first book is kind of the main character going through some trials to become the king's assassin. And this one is just like for glory and money and stuff. But like, it felt like that, because we go through those trials with them. And that was so freaking fun. And every single one was so different that I really truly enjoyed. So that was good. That's why I rated Powerless 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. Also, there was another thing that I didn't actually kind of comprehend well, because the author says there's not a love triangle, but we have also Kit, who is Kai's brother, and they both are princes and they are interacting with Peyton like a lot, and it just, there's something there with both of them. At least both of them feel something for her. That's what I get of it. I don't know, I just do not like Kit as much as I thought it could be like a good character. I see where his storyline is going, but I'm rooting obviously for Pei and Kai because I really love Kai and their interactions, but it threw me off and caught me off guard, like those kind of love triangle interactions without being a love triangle. So that's there. I also wrote like a whole page of notes for my book club because it's the next it's the book that we read for this month, and I have a couple of notes of the characters and their abilities and what they do, and some of them who they are. There was this Imperial that was supposed to guard Peyton throughout her staying in the castle. His name is Lenny, and I really like him. Even though he's an Imperial and all Imperials are like jerks, he was like a good one, you know, and I really enjoyed their interactions. He was cute, he was nice. A lot of my notes are me simping over quotes of Kai and Peyton being together, because it's that type of book when you say like, is that slow burn? How slow burn is a slow burn? And it's actually them kissing maybe in the second book, in the middle of the second book, something like that, but you will be blushing the entire time. I tell you guys, I was blushing the entire time. It was like, oh my god, he did not say that. Oh my gosh, he did not say that. The banter was bantering and all the slow burn and the flirting, and it was fantastic without taking all the excitement of the trials and the competition and obviously the deadly parts of it. For a fantasy read, it's really enjoyable. Like, I get the hype now. I really want to read Reckless now. I don't know if I'm gonna wait because I don't know if there will be another novella out after Fearless. I really hope so. I want like another novella to that tandem read because it's my first tandem read ever, and it was a little bit tricky, like just moving and changing the books and having both books with me the entire time, but I enjoyed it a lot. The last part of the book is like, oh my god. And there's a reference I saw. I don't know if this is spoiler, so just bear with me. I'm not gonna say anything about the characters from Powerless, but if you have seen Vampire Diaries and you know Stefan and Damon, you know that the first part of the Vampire Diaries is like Stefan simping over Elena, and then there's a part where it's like hunting her down. So it's the first couple of chapters is Stefan saying, I'm in love with Elena, and then the next part is, I'm on my way to kill Elena. That's the vibe, and I'm all for it. Now I'm gonna stop simping about them and tell you actually about Powerful, because I have a lot other things to say about that one. Just let me show you real quick the amount of post-its that I added, and these are all just quotes that I really liked. So here you go. Lastly, I wanted to say that there were a couple of times where there were nicknames, and the nicknames I liked, but there are a couple, like her Peyton always teasing him Kai and calling him a gentleman, like, I didn't know you were a gentleman, and things like that, but like in that teasing way that it got me like a little bit like this, you know. And he was also calling her a couple of times like smartass, but it was funny, so I enjoyed that as well. Sometimes some others felt like a little bit like unnecessary, but it added to the conversation and the interactions. So yeah, no, Powerful. This is the cheesiest, loveliest, honey dripping like book I have ever read. And I loved it. Absolutely every single part of it. I think I'm gonna be buying every single edition of this book that is gonna be out, because now they release like a copy that's the full length, the same as Powerless and Reckless, so they are all together, and I think I need it because I absolutely love the story and I absolutely love the characters. Let me read. I think I showed you not the dedication, but like the first, you know, when you open the book, and I think it is a dedication, but I'm just tripping, sorry. It says, to the girls with softer dreams, your purpose is just as powerful. Girl, like, this is just so freaking lovely. Here, of course, we have also a different female MC and a different male main character. So we have Adina and we also have Mac, and they meet because he needs her help with something, revolving someone that he is close to that goes to the trials, so he wants to keep that person alive, but he gets to meet Adina. And you guys, when you meet Adina, you're gonna fall for her. She's absolutely the best character, best person ever. I love her. I just simply love her. And obviously we have, of course, a bit of romance here. This book is like 200 pages and Powerless is like 500 pages, so Bruni. So it's different. This goes faster and it's so cute, and I was simping for the characters as well in this one, like a lot. It was just cheesy. Mainly we follow Adina throughout, her being the seamstress and doing the dresses for Peyton throughout the competition and the trials, and also her time without pay because she is not always there. She's not always with Peyton. And there are a lot of other characters that we meet here that are gonna hopefully, I think they're hopefully gonna be important, but they're important at least for what happens in Powerless. Reading both books this way at the end of it, if you care enough for all the characters that happen to appear in both of the books, I think you're gonna be crying as well as I did. I ended up sobbing. Well, you saw me. I was sobbing. I was like, my heart broke. I haven't cried like this as much as I did since I read Aquawar. And if you know, you know. So that was amazing. These books broke me and I love them. I also added a lot of tabs to this one. I don't know if you can see, as well as their for the quotes and a lot of interactions that I absolutely loved. And I have no other way to describe it as the cheesiest, loveliest book dripping in honey that you will ever read, but it will break your heart, so beware, both of them. I don't think I have read a book where it's so much about the friendship and it feels genuine as much as I feel it was with Powerful. And that was an amazing, unexpected thing. They being so close without actually being like born together, but they act like if they were sisters. It's like, it's as tight as that, and they love each other, and it's just so much powerful because of that. This book has my heart. It really does. I enjoyed this book so much. It took me a while to read them, like more than usually, but I think it was also because of the tandem read. If you have read it, comment down below who is your favorite character, and if you're like Team Kai or Team Kid, because why not? There you have it, you guys. This was my reading blog of Powerful and Powerless. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming through these journeys with me. I always enjoy it, and I love when the books that we read together are heartbreaking because they are the best. I will probably be reading Reckless. I don't know if I will be doing a reading blog or not. Let me know in the comments down below if you want a reading blog of that as well. And if you remembered, I showed you at the beginning of the book, I think, what the dust jacket on the inside with the alternative cover looked like. Here it is again for you guys to see. You haven't read it, you don't know what I'm talking about, but this, let this speak for itself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, for coming along in this journey, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye!